Vin Diesel. Big, tough, cool, bold. That pretty much sums him up, and as it happens, it also sums up a lot of the characters he plays. One of the perks of being a producer on most of his own movies, I suppose. Vin isn't exactly known for his ability to act. Sometimes he gets a lot of flack for it. Personally, I think he's okay. He knows what he's good at, he mostly sticks to that. He also has a great voice and he uses that well too in some of his movies. Regardless of his ability to emote or sell a line, he is very charismatic and somewhat charming. He's likeable and often relatable too. All of this results in him being one of the biggest Hollywood action stars around today. Anyway, what are his best performances to date? Does he actually have great performances? Well, here's what I think of Vin Diesel's top 5 performances, from worst to best, ranked.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What a bunch of a-holes.
Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, Vin Diesel provides the motion capture and voice for Groot, a walking, talking tree that can only say the words I and am and Groot. In that order, it's a simple role on paper, albeit a little weird. This is one of those roles that shows how talented Vin is when it comes to his voice and physicality, and when given to a good director and writer. He makes Groot an incredibly likeable and emotional being, one that makes us cry by the end of the movie. The fact that we never actually see Vin properly, and we only hear his various takes on the phrase I am Groot, showcases exactly how good his performance is in this movie. The role Vin has played the most, and that he's most famous for. Dominic Toretto, the anti-hero of the Fast and the Furious franchise. In the first movie, he's a grounded criminal, a focused family man with responsibility. Dom is a well-rounded, relatable and likeable character with a sense of honor and morality, who steals and races like the best of them. He's technically the villain in the first movie, but he proved to be so likeable and interesting that they kept bringing him back as the hero. And now as the main character of the franchise. In this first movie, Vin brings him to life and makes him real. In the later movies, he becomes more of a superhero. Either way, Dominic Toretto is a great character, and Vin usually does a good job at making him believable.
I can't, she reminds me of my niece, sir. Capuzzo, get the kid back up there. Captain, the decent thing to do is to at least take her down the road to the next town. We're not here to do the decent thing, we're here to follow fucking orders. Sarge, take this goddamn kid! Come on! Come on! Ash, come over here!
Copy, put your head down. Put your head down.
The cast of Saving Private Ryan is vast and epic. You almost forget some of the names and faces in it, including Vin Diesel. Vin plays a soldier who gets shot and then used for bait. He only has a small role, but it's a significant one, and one of the most pivotal in the whole movie. This scene showcased the cruelty of war, and Vin is the victim here. He shows his vulnerable side, his emotional side too, and it highlights a bit more of his range beyond just cool action heroes.
Superman.
I'm swimming! Ah! Giant?
Oh, God.
One of Vin's earliest roles was another voice performance, this time in the animated classic The Iron Giant. It's one hell of a movie, and Vin provides the voice of the titular character. Vin brings this 2D animated character to life. His voice adds depth and layers to the character, makes him an emotional being, even though he's a robot and we end up caring for him anyway. It's less about the words Vin says in the movie and more about the sounds and the audible gestures he makes that shows that he knows how to make characters feel real. That's a talent.
Do you feel that the prosecutor was right?
Jackie, you swing at him in this courthouse, this case is over.
Don't take it out on my friends here.
We're gonna go traveling and have us a fling.
They'll find me guilty.
You just wait and see.
How do I look? Good?
Nothing but the best is good enough.
May I have a sidebar? I ordered creamy peanut butter and they brought me chunky.
This isn't my department.
One of Vin's earlier and lesser known roles is as a convict who tries to defend himself in Find Me Guilty. On first glance, you might not even recognize Vin Diesel in this movie because he has a pretty bad wig on.
Hi.
But as soon as he speaks, you know exactly who it is. This movie allows Vin to take the lead, but not as an action star. Here we get to see his dramatic side. He gets to play more emotional and layered performances. We see some comedic moments, and, for good measure, there is some small action beats in there as well. This is Vin's most rounded and realised performance to date, one that showcases the wide array of skills and abilities he has. He isn't just cool. He can't just fight and drive fast cars. He's more than just a voice, and this movie shows that. And those are my rankings of Vin Diesel's best performances from worst to best. You are probably going to disagree with me big time on these, so let me know in the comments and feedback what you think his best performances are, and of course subscribe to my channel for more content like this if you like it. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well at @the_GrantBurton for all of my up-to-date thoughts and opinions and news and details as I have them. Until next time though, thanks for watching.